Well, we could all use a little bit of advice sometimes, can't we? This next segment is AdVice, and it's brought to you by the team at The Message. Each week, they sit down with industry professionals to learn a little bit more about their careers and how they got there. Libby, Begg, and Daivd Brown from The Message sit down this week with Edelman's Andrew Simon for a little bit of advice and his vice.
We want to start by talking about what is your vice. What is your thing that you enjoy right now that keeps you sane?
Well, it's interesting. I don't know if it's keeping me sane or insane, but I'm going to go with, to call it reality TV would be underselling it. I will call it, I don't know if I would call it experimental reality TV or sensationalist reality TV, but my vice is absolutely the world of Too Hot to Handle, Love is Blind, 90 Day Fiancé, just keep going.
Is there a personality trait that led you into this business?
I would definitely say, well, one is a curiosity. There's no doubt about that. And that's why I was even, as I mentioned, like a social psychology major. It was just like, how do people tick? Why do they think the way they do? Like, how do we react to stimuli and all those kind of things? But from a personality standpoint, like I think a lot of it is listening and watching and learning and observing. And I think sometimes, when I think about what we do, it's like sometimes we're too quick to say like, oh, this is the answer or this is why. And it's like, take a step back and just actually observe what things are going on or think about it a little bit more. So I think that's really served me well, because being more thoughtful is just, it allows you just to kind of ka-tink and play with different things. And it's kind of not to compare myself to Fiona Apple, because
you should.
That's ridiculous. But when people say like, why does she take 8 years to put out an album? It's like she's creating songs. It's not like she's lazy and she's like sitting and going, okay, I better do this thing. She actually is creating songs in her head and, she's just, okay, they're still formulating and things like that. And I think that's just such a wonderful trait sometimes, just to be able to sit back and kind of like not go like, okay, quick, let's put it out in the world. But like actually like take a moment, listen to what other people are saying. And what I find, and I've found throughout my whole life, but certainly my career, people have really smart things to say. And even when you're right away ready to say like, no, that's not true. Or no, listen to this. If you stop and you listen, you might actually learn something along the way. And I've definitely learned a lot from a lot of people.
So where did the creative stuff come from? How did you get into creative?
It wasn't like I wasn't creative. I mean, I think I would describe myself best as schizophrenic. So it's just like, sometimes I really love creativity. I always have, even when I was in elementary school and things like that. But I also really love just thinking like a business person.
While you're working from home, how are you staying sane and dividing your time between work and personal life?
Well, it's definitely difficult. I'm on my third floor of my house and, my kids, I can hear them in the background and there's definitely chaos and that's okay. Like, it's not business as usual and we shouldn't try to make people think it's business as usual.
Oh, God.
Hey guys. Hey.
Libby, what are you doing?
Oh,
we're still working today. It's a work day. It's a Monday.
But I had that phone call and then I thought I would have time to do this face mask. And then I realized that I had to be on camera for the Zoom call. So yeah, I hope this isn't distracting, Andrew, for you. I have a couple of questions. This is my first time getting to do like some real hard hitting journalism. So I'm really excited about it. Do you feel ready to answer my questions? Is this going to distract you?
No, as long as you're wearing pants, I feel fine.
Well, no guarantees. So I'm not going to stand up. Okay. First question, Andrew. What animal makes a better quarantine pet, a cat or a dog?
Great question. Wow. I'm going to go full on dog.
What's your favorite food? And if forced, how much of it do you think you could eat in one sitting?
Wow. Great question. Favorite food. I'm going to go straight up bacon. And sorry to all, the vegans, vegetarians, et cetera out there, but it's bacon.
Last question. Mm-hmm. And it's a bit of a tough one.
Yeah.
If you could time travel, would you visit the past or the future?
Wow. I love it.
Right? I'm a journalist is what I'm saying.
let's see. I would, you know what? I'm definitely into the future. Here's the thing about the past. It's behind us. So there's nothing you could really do to really change it or alter it. But I would love to just take a peek at where the world is going. And I think that it's great for everyone just to kind of keep thinking about like what's forward, what's ahead of us versus even where we are now. And again, no offense to what you're wearing, but I mean, it pretty much epitomizes.
None taken.
This is the picture that I'm going to have in my mind for the pandemic from this moment forward.
I couldn't be more proud to be part of that picture. Thanks so much, Andrew, for being a good sport about this and talking to us today. It was really, really great.